Have you ever heard someone say, one day when my parents pass, I will finally be able to buy a home? Well, that assumption may not match reality because baby boomers collectively hold an estimated of 93 trillion in wealth, and a significant of that portion is in their home. For years, economists have predicted that money will simply just flow down to children and to the grandchildren through an inheritance. But sometimes, well, let me just say, something different is happening. People are living longer. Healthcare costs continue to rise. Many retirees are using the very wealth they spent decades building. So today, I want to talk about what this means, not only for the younger generation, but also for older adults who want to make wise decisions with their assets that they worked so hard to earn. Many baby boomers bought their homes decades ago. Some of them purchased their homes when they were under $150,000. Now, today, those same homes may be worth 500, 700, or even more. On paper, they're wealthy. But here's the important part that you need to understand: a house isn't the same as cash. That wealth often has to fund retirement. It may help pay for, let's say, home maintenance, medical expenses, assisted living, in home caregivers, long term health care, everyday living expenses. So instead of leaving all that equity behind, many seniors are responsibly using it to support their quality of life as they get older. And you know what? That's what they should do. That's what they work hard for, right? There's nothing wrong with that. So if you are a Gen X or millennium hoping an inheritance will eventually solve your financial challenges, I encourage you to shift your mindset. Think of inheritance as a blessing, not a financial strategy. Your parents, your parents don't know what the future will require. We don't know. Healthcare is expensive. People are living into their 80s, 90s, and 100s. Many want to remain independent as long as possible. And that often means spending money they've saved for. Now, as someone who works with older adults and their families through the graceful move, I have seen firsthand how quickly unexpected expenses can change financial plans. Sometimes the goal isn't always leaving the biggest inheritance. It's helping mom and dad live safely, comfortably, and with some dignity. Now, if you're part of the baby boomer generation, please do not feel guilty if your retirement requires you to use your assets. That's what you worked hard for. You spent decades working for them, right? Your home isn't only an inheritance, it's not. It's also a resource that can support you and your family. Now, what's important is having conversations with your family. Talk to them about your wishes. Talk to them about finances, your finances. Talk to them about the estate plan. The biggest gift that you can leave isn't always money. Sometimes it's clarity. It's preparation. It's preventing family conflict, right? Now, for younger generations, do not wait for wealth. Create it. You're young enough to do that. Buy when you're financially stable and ready. Invest consistently. Your 401ks. Save intentionally. Learn about real estate investing and invest. Learn about budgeting. That's very, very important. And then build assets that belongs to you. Now, if an inheritance eventually comes your way, perfect. That is absolutely wonderful. But let it accelerate your plans, not become your only plan. So at the Graceful Move, we believe every generation deserves financial security. Whether you're helping an aging parent make housing decisions or you're building your own financial future, the best plan is the one that is based on preparation. You just can't go and assume that things will work. You have to prepare. I would love to hear your thoughts. Do you think family talk openly enough about inheritance, retirement planning? Do you? If you do, share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. If you enjoy conversations about aging well, family, housing, transitions, and making wise real estate decisions after 50? Subscribe to the Graceful Move. We would love to have you here. Until next time, remember, living gracefully isn't just about where you live. It's about planning wisely for